would anyone want to limit suffrage, and how does money apply? In a country where less than 2% of Congress comes from the working class, it would only make sense that the wealthy would support the wealthy. The average cost of a House seat is about $1.1 million. A Senate seat, about $6.5 million. This shows the working class citizen has almost no chance of becoming a government official. With the rich making the laws, they will always be more in favor of protecting their wealth and that of their counterparts. So just how far apart are the people who represent our country versus people who vote? Median estimated net worth for all 535 members of Congress is about $966,000. We can go ahead and just round that to $1 million. They're all millionaires. Here are just a few examples of some key figures and their wealth. What does this have to do with voting? 50 years ago, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed. Most notably, it made any type of discrimination at the polls more or less impossible. This has stood until this year when Congress did away with Section 4 and 5 of the law, opening the door for voter ID. It's passed off as a defense against fraud and is justified by the progress we have made as a country. The issue is by IDing voters, it discriminates against minorities and women. If you take minorities and women, which are known to have lower incomes and less likely to have valid ID, what are we left with? Rich, white men. It may sound a little far-fetched, but consider this. In Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission, it was decided corporations could spend unlimited amounts of money to influence federal elections. This law was created by a Congress largely made up of wealthy white individuals. It was deemed constitutional by who else? The wealthy. Also consider this, the top 10 wealthiest CEOs in America are all rich, and you guessed it, white. So how much power do we actually have? One thing is for sure, it's getting less every day.